Hey Tubies, here's Alexandra. Well, you're about to watch a painting tutorial about this miniature here. It's an Millennium Falcon, aka YT-1300 Corellian transporter. Well, I must apologize for the tutorial in the first place here, because, well, I was not satisfied with the results here while painting, and I've gone through this tutorial with a kind of a rush, and also I'm kind of new to the, well, painting starships. The difference between those and normal miniatures is you can't really highlight them. Well, this was a first attempt for me, so don't expect the normal quality from my tutorials, but I hope you get nevertheless some inspiration from this video. So without further ado, here's the tutorial. Have fun! Hi Tubies, here's Alexandra, and welcome to my next painting tutorial. Well, I wanted to do something on the X-Wing miniature game for quite some time, but unfortunately I have no shop in the near that sells the products, and so, well, I was missing out something, but I have found something else. This is a Millennium Falcon from Revell. As you can clearly see, it's a little bit pre-painted, but most of the time it is bare plastic. He is roughly the same size. I guess he's a little bit bigger, but I guess for the painting purposes that doesn't matter really. So I want to make a redesign of the Millennium Falcon. In the game itself, obviously you can only have one Millennium Falcon, but if you like the ship, you can use him still as a YT-1300 transporter, but well, other transporters will look different. You see this different colored panels here. Those are actually repaired panels from the Millennium Falcon that he took from scrapyards and something like that. So normally his color scheme is completely gray, and you can see that other Millennium Falcon or YT-1300 Corellian transporters have different color schemes. So I will go for a completely different one. First thing I will going to do is prime this thing in white. So standard white spray primer, and I'll be back in a second. So Tubies, here we have him now completely primed. And now when you're making such a repaint job, then you have the total freedom of painting your miniature. It's like painting every other miniature, and so we will decide now on a color scheme. This is obviously a Rebel ship for X-Wing the miniature game, and so I want to incorporate him into a Rebel Alliance fighter squadron, and well, the Rebel ships have always had this color scheme in white and red, and so I think this would fit the YT-1300 Corellian transporter really good. And so what we are going to do is using some reds and mark out some areas. So I think here we will go red around this circle here, then maybe here the top parts of this tube things here, and maybe a little bit here on the front. This will be enough red, I guess. And so I will use now here Citadel Base Corn Red. Give it a good shake. A little bit on the palette. So, a little bit of water, just for a bit of flow. And then you don't go with that here on the miniature. Always wash your brush properly. Wipe out all the water from the silver part especially. We don't want to have run down water. And then you grab a little bit of the paint and then you start painting. So I want to have that exact, the panels here. We will go over the areas 2 times. Once as a primer coat and then with a thinner version when it is dry to make it a nice even coat. So sometimes here some parts are sticking out. That is no problem. You can paint them then in red too. That gives it a little bit more three-dimensional look. So here the panel is kind of free, so you have to freehand a little bit. And yes, there are cars and motorcycles in the background. Sorry for that, it is summer and I have an open window here. So I hope you don't mind. I don't want to melt away here. See, I'm going over here, this area again, and voila, it is a nice even coat. So, I will finish up the job with red paint, and be right back. So Tubies, there I'm back again. I have to apologize, I haven't pushed the record button properly, so the next step was not recorded. Well, as you can see, I have went ahead and painted all the exhaust ports here in the back, the cockpit, and the little holes that are accessible for maintenance. I've painted them black. Nothing so serious about that, but well, here it is. So this is basically the whole paint job done. Now we go for the part where we weather this transporter to well, make him old and used. So for that we want to achieve this yellowish used look. We use Seraphim Sepia, so the shade, but not pure. We will water that down quite a lot, so I will use a big brush here, put some of that on my palette, just like that, and then I use a pipette and I will drag me up some water and water that down. So 3 drops should be plenty enough. So let's see where we are. Yeah, I guess that's okay. We'll spread that out evenly over the entire thing. And you see, immediately it gains this yellowish, nice used look. So the brush I'm using here is a big, quite soft, flat top brush. Size 8. We don't want to have big ugly pools here. We just want to have it evenly spread out to give it this yellowy touch. So I will finish up this job and be right back. Okie dokie tubies, there we have it now, nice and dusty. So, and we will continue with the weathering now. For that we need a dark gray tone. Let's create one really quickly. So we take some black and of course some white. There we go. Nice gray tone. So, and I will take some of that and water that down. Okay. And with that, I will now start painting here this exhaust ports in a way that there are trails of dust and dirt. I'll start with a light shade of gray because I want to undercoat it first before we go with a real black in there. So, just like that. Same goes here for this things. There we can have also some dirty streaks. Like that. I'm using here an old brush for that. Also same for the other side. A little bit here and there. So, there we go. Oh, I've forgotten one here. Okay, just like that. Yeah, that looks nice. Now we will take our black and we will start to increase here that. Just like that. See? Very easy. Make it random. And that way it gets a little bit more lifelike, you know? These streaks of exhaust, smoke and ash and dust. Okay, that is done. Now we will make an impact, like there was a blast marking or something like that. So for example here, make it like that. Then we'll tap into the black and pull that back here. Oh, it's a little bit watery. So take again some normal black. So it got hit pretty hard there. And now we will brighten things up even more. Take here our dark gray again. Now we'll add that here to this side sponson. Also on the other side. Then maybe back here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, here a little bit more. Then the radar dish was in the movies also always very dirty. There it goes. Nothing to worry. It can stick right back on there. Okay. And then I will run down here the side. This area. Also here the turret can have some of that dark matter. Then maybe here the inside. Can be darkened a little. Front part. Yeah, and it starts to getting shape. So now I use a different wash. Reichland Flash Shade. And this stuff I will use pure. First give it a good shake so that the bottom pigments will disappear. You see? So maybe here on top. Give it a little bit of different tone. So now wash the brush. And get rid of some of it. Maybe here on the side. See how we can fade it in into the rest? Just with a wet brush. Just make it a little bit more interesting with different brown tones. And voila! There you have it, your repainted YT 1300 Corellian transporter. I hope you like this tutorial. Oh, I forgot something. I forgot something very important. Sorry, the tutorial is not over yet. Yeah. We still have to paint the engine part. So, let's see, what do we have here? Which one would be good? This one's good. We take Vallejo model color, blue-green. Here's the number. I know this is not the right pot, but I use those pots for my Vallejo colors. So deal with it. Give it a good shake. So, of course, the engine. We can't leave the painting stage without the engine. Zip. And now we will add some white to the color. While it is still wet, we go in. Just like that. And now some more white. I'm making roughly a wet blending here. So, and with that color we will paint here the upper and lower part also. And there we go. A nice engine part. So, of course you could theoretically spend hours and hours on painting this miniature, but this will be a tabletop miniature, and from far away you could totally make that out that this is, well, a tabletop miniature. What I want to tell you, all the little details here on the ship you won't see anyways, so it doesn't need to be painted. So I guess this stage is absolutely okay. I hope you like this tutorial, like I said before, and we see us in the next video. Be Alexandra.